just chatting to him. He's just chatting to him on the bench.
I wonder if I'll get away with it. I wonder if I'll get away with it.
No. You might not deep in it. He was going to bring on Salah, yeah?
Look how much space is on the right-hand side, you man. What is this?
Oh, my.
This is a fucking
they're trying to get him sacked.
I'm done, bruv. I've got kids, bruv. It's a Friday. Why am I doing this? I'm done. Bye, man.
I listen. Nah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Place to be. By the way, just let you know.
Brother, oh my goodness. No, man. He's looking right across the line. Dimwit, bro. Oh my God. Right
Cal's crashing out.
Bobby got someone running. Oh my God. For the life of me. For the life of me.
No. Man fully crashed out. Hey, man, he was at home just watching the game. Man forgot he was definitely on coffee.
For me, you man. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another watch along, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to watch Spain take on Austria in the World Cup round of 32. This should be an interesting game. Of course, you already know I'm a Spain fan. Viva España. You get me? We're here. Obviously, I supported Spain during the Euros, and I'll support them again as well during this World Cup. If not for any of the countries that I like Egypt, etc. I want Spain to do well always. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Spain on the attack here. Lamine Yamal, and it's saved. Drop me the prediction, baby. Lamine Yamal. Who's Jeremy Monga? Who's this guy? Okay, here. I've booked it. It's a saved comment now. I've saved it now. Here, you said book it. I booked it. Here you go. I booked it for you. It's saved. I'm going to click it every time. So you have to be a man of your word. Danny Olmo. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Red Line of Terranga. Bro, the World Cup is so weird sometimes, man. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. Use code MHF for 8% off. And use code MHF. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. The link is in the pinned comment. At Don Hussam 6. Hello, Shawnee. Why are you blaming Omar for? For what? For Senegal losing? Played in behind. Why is Unai Simon so high up the pitch? Cleared. Unai Simon was so high up the pitch there unnecessarily, bro. Can't lie to you. That's actually a crazy tackle there by Danzo. Later, Habibi. I don't have time to read the snap exchange now. Big up to Jalal Shah who says, hello, brother. Hello, Jalal. Hope you're good, Habibi. I agree. There is no such thing called jinx. I agree with this 100%. Yes, he did. However, I'll be honest with you, football heritage. You're saying, mark my words, Austria will shock the world. Sorry, Austria don't have the facilities, brother. Yamal, see, ball stolen. Olmo, Yamal, pass. Yamal again. Lamine, no foul. Back to Lamine Yamal again. Lamine Yamal doing everything for Spain here. Would you take Ismail Assar at Liverpool red line? Short corner. Cross. Baena. Cleared. Spain are not going to score a cross against Austria. They've got like giants, bro. Played in behind. Sabitzer. Can Österreich last longer than Deutschland? Am I convinced with the Mexico and the USA? Listen, at the end of the day, USA beat Bosnia. I think they can beat Belgium. But after that, their journey will end. In terms of... let me actually check because it's round of 16 next, right? So it's not even the quarters. Okay, let me check. FIFA World Cup knockout. Okay. So USA can beat Belgium, but I think they will lose to one of Spain, Portugal. I think France will beat Morocco in the other quarter. So I think it will be a France-Spain or France-Portugal semi. I think on the one side, it will be England versus Argentina in one of the semis. I think Egypt will lose to Argentina in the quarter. I think Colombia will face Argentina and lose. And yeah. Österreich. However, Mexico had a very good performance against Ecuador. But I don't think they have the quality to go like a lot further in the competition. They have a chance against England. It's not impossible. However, I think England have the quality. I saw Harry Kane's goal. Against thingy. I saw Harry Kane's goal against Congo. Bro, Harry Kane is on smoke this World Cup. He's literally on smoke. That goal, he had no right scoring that goal from that angle, but it's just an unbelievable finish. So, yeah. Yamal. Olmo. Oh, Oryazabal blocked that. Rodri. Football heritage, don't hide, yeah, when Spain are like 3-0 up. Yeah, Mexico have a chance. I'm not saying it's no chance. Cucurella. I'm not saying they have no chance. They definitely have a chance. They definitely have a chance. 100%. Stop it, I know. That finish was unreal, bro. If Mbappe did that or Elisa did that, you'd sing his praises. Crossed in. Header. Another corner. Why, Todd? I don't say England will win the World Cup, though. I think it'll be a France-Argentina final. Here, I'm going to save the second comment as well. Why, though? What happened? Goal kick. David Villa, Michel Salgado, Fernando Hierro, Carlos Puyol. So what? It's going to be England in the final? Lamine Yamal. Lamine. Austria are not good. I agree. If Jordan took their chances, we could have beaten them. Pedro Porro. Oh, Todd, I'm just saying, don't be that certain. Spain are capable of beating France. Portugal are capable of beating France. Will France be the favorites? Yes, that doesn't mean it's like... But I'll be honest with you, international football is never like crystal clear unless it's like Spain-Austria difference, you know? Like Austria are so much worse than Spain. France's weakness, Todd, hasn't been explored yet. What's France's weakness? Center back, Upamecano. Right back, Jules Koundé. Left back, Luka Dean. That's their weakness. I'm saying it's a possibility someone beats them. Portugal, Spain, whoever. Well, you asked for my opinion, and then your response is just nah. Yeah, France can definitely win it. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I don't think it's as crystal clear as Todd makes out. Like Spain could face France and win 1-0. You get it? Lamine Yamal. Still Yamal. No foul. This is also true, Aaron. Cucurella. Ferran Torres. Corner. Hi, chat. What about me, Amina? No hi to me? Crossed in. Cleared. She just said hi, chat. Wow. She doesn't even say hi to me anymore. Hey, you had your chance. 3 years. That's on you. Rodri. I'm just joking. Rodri. Here's why it's not crazy. Exactly. Thank you, Amina. Say hi next time. Fraud. Anyway, back to the topic. What was I going to say? I forgot now. I've saved both your comments, by the way. Get ready. Big up Hussam with a J. Fairs. Spanish Hussam. ¿Cómo estás, mi amor? Por favor. What's your guys' predictions for today's game? Oh yeah, back to Spurs. That's what I was talking about. Back to Spurs. The reason why it ain't crazy, let's be honest. Mateus Fernandez was at West Ham. Tonali was at Newcastle. You know? With all due respect, you guys, why are you acting like it's impossible? You know? It's like they are upgrading even though they're not in a good moment. You know, it's still an upgrade. It's like Amina upgrading to me. It's an upgrade. regardless. I wanted to prop up myself there, but I feel like I just insulted myself because I just compared myself to Spurs. But I'm a serial winner. Daniel Levy Club. I don't have the connection. Daniel Levy Club. To 1 Austria. I know it's what a World Cup for Netherlands. Pedro Porro. I agree, Hussam. Big up to 610 Vegas. I agree, Hussam. But France look fresh, fit, a team, and in form. Can't say that for Spain, Portugal, or England. Listen, with all due respect, I don't think England can win the World Cup. I think their possibilities is like 2%, 5%, 10%. Like, I think it's a very low probability that England win the World Cup. The other teams, though, Portugal have a chance of winning the World Cup. Spain have a chance of winning the World Cup. You know? Did I lie, Amina? Spain have a chance of winning the World Cup. They all have a chance. In terms of France, their attack is lethal. Their attack is lethal. Doué, Barcola, Mbappe, Olise, Dembele. Their attack is definitely a lethal attack, man. Some teams have like one difference maker, you know? Who is she? The Spanish difference maker is Lamine Yamal. The Argentinian difference maker is Leo Messi. I agree with that, Amina. I don't mind Portugal as a nation. I don't hate Portugal. I've got nothing against Portuguese people. But the thought of Bruno Fernandes winning a World Cup makes my stomach hurt, literally. Literally, my stomach hurts. Who is Penelope Cruz? I don't know who Penelope Cruz is. Sorry. Cleared. Olmo. The winner of Spain-Portugal will make it very interesting because let's be honest, Spain are winning, Portugal are winning. Morocco will take on France in the quarter. Like, I'm sorry to the Canadians. I don't think I've ever seen any of her movies. She's an actress. Crossed in wide. Do you see any other upsets like Germany and Dutch? The only upset remaining, to be fair, is Morocco beating France, which would be a huge upset. But outside that, I don't see an upset. Like, who's going to be the upset? I mean, are you one of the people who likes Morocco or dislikes Morocco? Because the African continent is divided. Hello, Ravi. I can't lie to you. Portugal can't win the World Cup now. I'm just thinking of what all the Man United fans will say if Bruno has a World Cup. Doesn't he have like 4 assists already as well? Oh my God, if he wins the World Cup. Oh my God, if he wins I don't know how I would survive. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, Amina. Just stop it. The only way Argentina beat Cape Verde is if the Argentinian players are busy looking at the stands. Other than that, there is no other way. Pedro Porro saved. I need to visit Morocco, inshallah, one day. Did you visit it with someone or alone? The only other upset, to be fair, Jalal, could be Morocco-France. I would consider Canada beating Morocco an upset, but I don't see it happening. I think it's a tiny possibility. Lamine Yamal. Back again, and it's cleared. Look how he's a magnet, Lamine. Lamine Yamal is a magnet. Fonzie, you're Portuguese during the summer. You're a Liverpool fan your whole life. Okay, guys, she definitely went with someone then. She knows she can't play with me. I will know directly. Oh, Bruno Guimaraes has 4 assists. Okay. I thought Bruno Fernandes has 4 assists. Still, I went for AFCON. Yeah, okay, buddy. I'm sure. Why are you lying when you were in my comment section during Egypt, South Africa? Do you want me to load up the stream now? You lying fraud. Did you see Pap Gay's comments? Tiao in the mud. What was Pap Gay's comments? I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I don't follow Senegalese news. Hello, Kamran. Copy paste it in the chat. I'll be honest with you. I can't be arsed because Fabrizio posts. You know that red line. Fabrizio during the World Cup will post like one post every 3 seconds. Just copy paste it in the chat and I will read it. Just regularly. No need for a super chat or anything. Big up to Adil Hassan. Big up to you. He says, can't see Bruno Cunha win the World Cup. Apologies to CR7. But Man United guys favoring Bruno over CR7 these days. The world isn't ready for Man United fans yet. Hashtag Kawanyu Gooners. You wanna know something, Adil Habibi? I'm with you. I got nothing against Cristiano Ronaldo. I got nothing against Brazil. Cunha with his dumbass celebration. Bro, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. You would still have to say Yamal though, Aaron. Oria Zabal. No way he said that. He said he's taking a break until the coaching staff is sacked. That's crazy. That's a really unprofessional comment to make. You know who deserves to get sacked? The South Africa manager. Bruce. He's so crap, bro. I can't believe he went that defensive against Canada. Yes. 6-10 Vegas. I warned the people. You know, this is the problem. Sometimes I say stuff and people think it's controversial until it actually happens, and then they realize what I'm saying is not actually controversial. You know, let me tell you something, guys, yeah? Let me tell you guys something. People say Arsenal fans are the most annoying fans in the league. Let me tell you guys something right now. The most annoying fan base by far is Man United fans. You know, you can say I'm glazing Arsenal, whatever you want. I just want to take you guys back to how United fans spoke after winning 4 games in a row. They didn't win the league. They didn't win the Champions League. Hell, they didn't even win a domestic cup. They just won 4 Premier League games in a row. We have the best front 3 in the league. We're coming for the league next season. Michael Carrick is the best informed manager in the league. The amount of shit that we heard. Let me tell you that right now. Yeah. Bro, you see a happy Man United fan. There is nothing worse than a happy Man United fan. Bruno's better than Gerrard. Bruno's better than Lampard. Bruno's better than KDB. Flex said it on DR Sports. It's not like I'm making up stuff. It's not like I'm making up stuff. Fact, they are so arrogant. And also, here's the thing. Man United fans, the reason why, you want to know the reason why Man United fans will be extra annoying now? Because Man United have sucked for a really long time. Man United have sucked for a really long time. You want to know what that means? As soon as they taste a little bit of success, they're always going to go overboard. Man United are the suckiest club out of the big clubs right now. Like Arsenal just won the league, got to a Champions League final. Liverpool the year before that won the league. City won the league. Chelsea won the league in 2017, won a Champions League in 2021. Bro, you see if Man United fans finish like second and win an FA Cup, start praying. Start planning your thing. Guys, you know, sometimes you have to show respect to your elders. You know, Albert knows this. He's Ghanaian. You know, we have similar cultures. You have to show respect to the old people. Albert messaged me today. He said, Hussam, we're going to get Minte and he'll do just fine. So because I respect Uncle Albert and I don't want to cuss or insult him, I just ignored his message. See, I respect him. Therefore, I'll not say anything. This I agree with as well, Amina. This is my unpopular opinion. Chelsea fans are even worse than Arsenal fans, by the way, so you guys know. I think Chelsea fans are the most delusional when it comes to their own players. Caicedo better than Rice. Caicedo sits on the table with Pedri. Palmer is better than Salah. Palmer is the best player in the Premier League. All these things were said by Chelsea fans. Big up my guy, Red Lion of Teranga. Merci beaucoup. He said there's more to say, which he will soon. There's deep-rooted issues in our federation. There's a petition to get Thiaw removed, which I signed. You signed the petition? Damn, you're petty. You're really petty. You signed the petition to get the manager sacked? That's so impolite. Can I get a caramel frappuccino with no ice, please? Let me tell you the Albert message, yeah? I fully ignored this. We are getting Minte. I'm not paying 115 million for Barcola. I just won't. Let's cut this overpriced crap once and for all. Minte will work. See? Now, because he is older man, I respect him, and therefore I will not insult him. But Albert, just so you know, my thoughts when I read this message was thoughts of insult and annoyance and anger. If we sign Minte, expect a ranting stream. It will not be a celebratory stream. It will be a ranting stream. Just so you guys know. I promise you all. Thiaw is a bum and showed his limits in the tournament. He needs sacking. What do you think he did wrong against Belgium, though? You know, my dad spoke to me yesterday, Redline. He was like, Hussam, I was watching the Senegal game and I felt really bad for the Senegalese people. They were 2-0 up against Belgium and they ended up losing. I'm like, yes, Dad, they were 2-0 up and ended up losing. He felt bad. Oi, Saad! Big up Belgium. Alhamdulillah, Senegal are out. Why are you saying this, Saad? For what? Why are you mad at Belgium, bro? The email champion Saad is here. What does that even mean? The email champion. That's crazy. Until we get the CAS official response, Morocco are AFCON champions. Clear. You are supporting France, the colonizers, ahead of your fellow Africans? Wow. Wow.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Lamine Yamal, Cucurella, 1-0 Spain. Oh, ruled off. Ruled off for a foul. Palmer is nowhere near Salah's level. I'm a Chelsea fan. You know, Jalal, I'll tell you something. The objective Chelsea fans like yourself, like Nina, like Dan, there's a couple objective Chelsea fans I like. But you have to be honest. There is a lot of delusion in your fan base. You have to be honest, Akhi. Your name is Jalal Shah. I'm assuming you're a Muslim brother. We have to be honest. You know your fan base, there's a lot of delusion. You sold Cucurella and all of a sudden Hato became like the next Roberto Carlos. I don't understand your fan base sometimes. I don't. Are you saying that because I'm Arab? Why do I look like Dan Potts? You racist. Big up to 610 Vegas, who says, if you can't get Barcola level player, what's your wild card transfer? I like that Gilberto Mora, Mexico guy. Isn't his name Alvaro Mora? Let me check his name before منجيب العيد. His name actually is Gilberto Mora. Why did I think his name was Alberto Mora? Can I tell you my wild card transfer? He's from the same nation. Sign Quinones. He was the top goal scorer of the Saudi League, by the way. Quinones, the left winger for Mexico. That's my wild card. You said wild card. If it were up to me, it would be Endrick, Barcola, someone like that. I'll be honest with you, I'm glad I'm not ginger. Hussam, you can't insult me. Minte will soon be flavor on the month on Breck Road. I'm just telling you what's about to happen. There's only one Minte. If Minte scores 10 goals in the Premier League for Liverpool, I will do the Liverpool. I will do 3 Liverpool watch-alongs naked. Okay? I will literally be topless if he scores 10 goals at Liverpool if we sign him. Shot by Orizabal and it's saved. That's how sure I am. You know? Let me present you, Mr. Albert. Speaking of flavor of the month, you're the expert at flavor of the month. That's what you're good at. Let me tell you, my brother, forget the rest of the clubs. Let me tell you Brighton players that have more goals than Minte. Danny Welbeck, Diego Gomez, and Jack Hinchelwood. You want to know Minte has as many goals as who? Minte has as many goals as Jean-Paul Van Heck, the centre back, playing for an offensive Brighton team. Clip this up right now. If Minte scores 10 Premier League goals for Liverpool, I'll do 3 Liverpool watch-alongs, literally topless. Literally. Amina, I'll tell you before because I know you'd want to watch that. I'll literally do 3 topless. No problem. That's how certain I am. Yamal. He misses anyway. Yakuba Minte, for me, is the equivalent of bringing Nunes back. Cannot play in tight spaces. Cannot dribble past fullbacks at a consistent level. Cannot create chances at a consistent level. Is completely inconsistent in the final third and a lot more shit than good. You cannot improve trash. This is the reality. This is the reality. You can't improve trash. Now, I will tell you. I got you. Don't worry. If I'm doing 3 topless streams, I'll let you know. Then I tell you, chat, I know what I'm saying. بس خلص. It's over. 10 Premier League goals. If Mente scores 10 Premier League goals at Liverpool, I'll do 3 Liverpool watch-alongs topless. That's how certain I am. Yes, but I stream like you see this area when I'm streaming. Also, why are you so interested in the rest of my body as well? I'm gonna time you out. I don't swing that way. Palmer was crap all season. I get the no call up. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't deserve to get called up, brother. He just doesn't. Baena. Yamal cleared. Red Lion, I hope now you understand where I'm coming from. Red Lion, understand? Remember our conversation? Watch. See? Albert is the first victim. Bro, I told you. I literally told you this is gonna happen. Liverpool fan base have a fetish for liking bum ass players. It's the truth. We are the one fan base that love bum asses. No one loves bums more than Liverpool fans. I agree with this. I think Joao Pedro should win. You know, one thing people say I'm a Chelsea hater. You know, when Chelsea announced Joao Pedro, I said he's going to be the Firmino region. And people laughed at me. And look how well he was. Oyarzabal! Viva España! Spain are 1-0 up against Austria. Hold that, Austria. Hold that, Austria. Furia Roja 1-0 up. So when you say Barcola is a bum, Red Lion, Barcola is Leo Messi compared to Minte. That's the truth. Football Heritage goal. Also Football Heritage earlier. Book this. Austria will shock the world and knock out Spain. Okay, bro. We're really like, we are really, by the way, the worst fan base in the league when it comes to propping good players and propping shit ones too. We don't actually prop the players that deserve to get propped, but we love to prop players that don't deserve it. Yeah, but I don't know what Edwards is doing. Scratching his ass at the office. I sent FSG an email to sign Jacob Murphy. Yaqub Murphy, حبيبي. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The link is in the pinned comment. I'm trying to get to 4K followers, guys. I'm this close. Yalla. Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal. And it's saved. Yeah, Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans are the worst too. We are the worst. We're the worst too at propping the shit players. Nunes prop, Martinelli prop, etc. We are elite at this shit. Yeah, we like a collective. Because it's us and them, so it's we. If you and your friend go out and you both order steak, you say we ate steak. Olmo. Yamal. Yamar Zabal. Sorry, not Yamal. It's hipster to love very mid players. That's why. That's what I'm saying. And it's funny because the same people that were propping Nunes like Drifty will be the same ones to criticize Salah. It's mental. It makes no sense. But that's the Liverpool fan for you. That's the Liverpool fan base special right there. Let me prop up the trash player and let me cook the legendary player because he's held to a higher standard. Drifty and many other examples. Drifty did it. You can recycle trash. You are a chemical engineer. I love Minte because he is, first of all, it's Minte, not Minty. It's T-E-H. He was fantastic at Feyenoord. Check his assist record there. Great. You want to know who was also great in the Dutch league? Many players. Donny van de Beek was great in the Dutch league. Anthony was great in the Dutch league. Cody Gakpo was great in the Dutch league. Now we call him Togolese. That's number one. Number two, you say Minte is great in transition, right? Do Liverpool play transition football? Or do we come up against slow blocks and defensive sides? Think about it, buddy, before you say this. You're saying it like you're propping the player, but you're really not propping him. You're really not propping him. We will play 80% of the time teams that will be in low blocks or defensive against us. Literally. We will literally 80% of the time play against slow block defensive sides. 80% of the time. It will be low blocks and defensive sides, literally, categorically 80% of the time. So what transition? Are we going to transition against Brentford at home? Are we going to transition against Coventry? Are we going to transition against these teams? Even Arsenal defend at Anfield. Even City defend at Anfield. Even Man United defend at Anfield. Transition? What transition? As bad as we were this season, I think we averaged the second or third most possession in the whole league. What transition? What transition? What transition? So when you're telling me transition, yeah, transition isn't even our game. We're not even built for transition to begin with. Albert. Actually, let me tell you guys something. Yeah, this is shocking to all of you. Liverpool averaged the second most possession in the whole Premier League. We averaged 59.3% possession. City averaged 60.3%. Manchester City with Pep Guardiola had 1% more possession than the Arne Slot team. So what transition? Big up Jalal. Thank you for the support and the love. We actually average more possession than Arsenal, than Chelsea, than Man United, than everyone. Than Villa, than Bournemouth. We average more possession than all of them. So where are we transitioning? Oh, she's saying hi to the camera. My bad. Yamal. Lamin. cleared. Cucurella. Bayenna. Cucurella. Rodre. Laporte. Rodre loses the ball. Counter-attack Österreich. Sabitzer. Long by Sabitzer. In behind the Spanish defense. Back to the random blondie. The blonde guy shoots. It's blocked. Rodre. Does the blue shield mean Instagram followers? No, what blue shield? I don't have a blue shield. What blue shield are you talking about? Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Kubarse. Porro. Bayana on the counter. Olmo. It's foul. Yeah, Habibi, this means you're a moderator, yani. Moderator. Not a moderator. Our possession wasn't progressive. It was sideways. Van Dijk to himself. If we buy Menta and he cooks, I'll roast you. So get ready. It will come. Yeah, but here's the problem. Here's why it's unfair to me. Because if he fails and I say I told you so, you will say, why are you happy to see a Liverpool player fail? Why? They did this to me last time with Nunes. Red Lion, Fonzie, you were there. They did this to me with Nunes. You're talking like you're happy to see a Liverpool player fail. Habibi, I hope Minte comes in and gets 50 GA. It's just not going to happen. Because he doesn't have the quality. My deepest fears are happening in front of our very own eyes. Propping the trash players again. Header. Cleared. Yamal saved. Albert wants the link. Albert wants the link to halftime. Shall I send him the link, chat? Shall I send him the link? Put one in the chat if you want me to send Albert the link. If we get to 100 likes, I'll send Albert the link. You guys just want it. You can't vote yes for yourself. I can't wait for Minto to become 47 on Somali. Yes. Whenever Minte scores a goal, Albert will be like, my West African brother, Minte. You know, he's from Gambia. Message me if you want the link. Yalla, likes up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. Link is in the pinned comments. Boom, 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 na, 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 na. Message me if you want to come on. You can vote for yourself in America. But Albert is not in America. He's in Ghana right now. Yalla, Habibis. Go follow me on Instagram. Don Hussam6. It's a very professional account. I'm following 39 people and I got 3,970 followers, mashallah. Professional, Habibi. Where? Where? Where, bro? Fabrizio retweeted it. Focus on the World Cup now. After that, my future, I don't know. Oh, where's Sean? Big up, Saad. Thank you for answering my question 30 minutes later. Rod. Oh, look who's here. Hello, Unc.
Look at here, look at here. Okay, so your intelligence was wrong. I'm still in America. Remember, Ghana is still in the World Cup. Remember? Remember?
Yes.
Yes. And tomorrow you will see a different Ghana. We will give Colombia 2 different cross eyes. Yes. Luis Diaz has 1 cross eye. We'll give him a second one. Listen, man. Let me go straight to my point about Yankuba Minte. You see, I've watched this game, and let me pull age and rank on you. I've watched this game before you were born. And I'm telling you that that guy fits the kind of pattern that you guys want to play. You want your strikers to score goals, and you don't want your wingers, at least now, you don't want your wingers to be the main focus of the team, like Salah was. If you want your strikers to score goals, you need unselfish wingers like Yankuba Minte, who are prepared to supply the ball to the strikers in the right positions and who are prepared to defend. Now, the other thing is I don't want to spend 130 million euro on that fraudulent Ivorian who was really 35 going on 19. And today he has been
Forget you,
exposed.
man. He's going PSG, man.
He has no. I'm just telling you, he has been exposed. So
He's going
anybody,
PSG.
great. So let PSG
Okay,
pay
so
one.
forget Diomande. We're talking about Barcola now.
So don't give Bakola the money to buy Diomande. What's wrong with you? It's like going to chase a woman that you want to marry. Somebody else gets the girl, and then you go to the wedding and go and donate. Are you serious right now? Are you serious?
Sometimes the second option is better than the first one.
Yeah, well, fine. But I don't mind Bakola. Really. I think it's a good player. But for the very fact that we are going to pay PSG for them to go and buy our first choice, why? Have some shame, have some pride. You know?
But PSG aren't our rivals, bro.
They are your rivals in the Champions League. PSG are like death and taxes. You will meet them in the Champions League. So why do you want to strengthen their team? It's not as if they are giving you Kvaratskhelia. You see, I have a problem. Listen, the other day I was discussing with my son. I was asking him, why are we trying to sell Curtis Jones to buy Alex Scott? Is Curtis Jones 50 million pounds less of worth player than Alex Scott? Seriously? So what are we
First of all,
doing?
Don't change the topic. Don't change the topic.
No, I'm not changing the topic. I'm talking
Why
about
do you
the
want
money.
Mente?
And
Why do you want
Hussam,
Mente?
you and I have been around long enough to know that we will buy Bacola 115 million. We will buy that Ivorian orange fraud. And then when we finish, we'll buy nobody. So we'll be exposed in the halfback position and they will still score on us because your captain Virgil can jump, right? Virgil was Morocco's
Who's the
best player.
orange fraud?
Orange fraud is Diomande.
But
Ivory
we're not
Coast-
signing him. That's done already.
Okay, fine. But some of the what do you call it? The IT case and the reporters are saying watch the space. It's not done yet. And I will not be surprised if it's not done yet. You know why? Because PSG are unwilling to pay the money they're asking for. PSG, in a way, Liverpool have made it impossible for PSG to buy him because of the money Liverpool dropped on the table. So now they are telling them drop as much money or more than what Liverpool brought, and they don't want to do it. I'm telling you, man, let's not pay too much for some of these players. Because so why don't we just let Kate Gordon go and play? Why don't we just let Kate Gordon play? Why is it that Liverpool always want to wait for somebody to develop these young players before we spend 100 million on buying them? What's that supposed to mean? We bought Victor Munoz, fantastic, 40 million euro, a great buy, right? Last year, we spent 160 million buying Vets. Can you honestly tell me that Vets has played better than Sheki? Can you tell me that?
No.
Okay. We spent 125 million buying Alexander Isak. We all love Isak. But what's the use of a striker who gets injured the eve before we play Manchester United? What's the use of a Liverpool striker who gets injured the eve before Manchester United? I don't even want him. They should sell him. There are some things that don't happen. And that is why, and I'm not saying this, please don't cook me for this because I'm the last person to say this. But those people calling for that fraud to come back, what's that? The Uruguayan fraud, what's his name? I've
Who?
forgotten his name. The Uruguayan
Nunes.
fraud.
Nunes.
Nunes to come back. At least Nunes was available. How does a Liverpool striker get injured the night before we play Liverpool? How does that happen? We play Man U. How does that happen? It's haram. It's haram. Total haram. That's the day I gave up on Isak. You watch. On the first day that we play, whatever is what's our first match? What's our first match?
I think Newcastle away is our first.
Exactly. The day before we play Newcastle, that the day before his groin shows up again. What kind of groin does he have? Is his groin
Forget
made
all
of?
this. Tell me
Is
why
his
you want
groin made of
Mente.
shoestrings?
What is Mente good at? What?
He's good in transition. Good in
Don't be
transition.
wrong and strong, bro. Come on.
No, what I'm just telling you what I see.
You know we can go to, you're talking about money.
Hussam,
okay? You-
I agree with
you're
you
talking about
98%
money.
of the time.
You're talking about money, right? We can go to League A and you know this. We can find 20 wingers good in transition for 10
Please,
million.
let's do that. Let's do that. I agree. Let's do that. I am just not going to go down that 150 million pound route for a player. I told you guys Keita was older than he was. You bought a guy, you said he was 24, and at 24 he was going bald. Who does that? Who does that? Listen, Liverpool should appoint me their West African consultant. Anytime they want to buy a West African player, they should come and ask me. I'll tell them his real age. What kind of rubbish is that? You bought Keita. I told you people Keita was a player you shouldn't have bought. At the time you said he was at his peak, and then you gave him the 8 jersey. Sacrilege. Haram. You gave him the 8 jersey. He bastardized the number 8 jersey. He turned the 8 jersey into 0. Half a 0. He moved the top of the 8 and it became half a 0. What are you on about, man? I'm telling you. Let's go. You are right. I agree with you there. Let's go to League One. Let's get a Cluj. Let's get any Ush. Get any fucking Ush you can get over there in League One. And forget about Minte if you must. Don't pay that kind of money for Bacola. Don't pay that kind of money because he comes and 1 or 2 tackles, his leg is broken. And then we have another 115 million pound fruitcake on our hands. How many fruitcakes do you guys want to eat in a season? Please. One of the reasons why I want Minte is that he's in the EPL. Get somebody from the EPL. Then you know what? Go to, in fact, on the same basis, go to the championship and go and buy players like Fatau. Go there, do that. Of course, if Minte comes to Liverpool and he does well, I'll find his Ghanaian relatives. Of course, I'll find his Ghanaian relatives. If he shits the bed, I'll send him to Jordan. Jordanian Airlines comes to Gambia, I'll ship him to you. But I'm just saying that I'm tired of us spending money on bum players who may seem good on the surface and don't do well. You remember, you are old enough to remember how Liverpool fans were up in arms when we were buying Wijnaldum. Well, that would include me. We were up, some of them were up in arms when we bought Robertson, right? We said, don't buy him, he's been relegated. We did all that. What happened? Liverpool supporters, some of us were up in arms. In fact, that was what was the name of the coach that went to Celtic?
Yakuba Minte is worth 70 million pounds.
No, don't buy him.
He has scored 3
no,
goals.
No, not 70. The most
is 70. I can Google it and show you right now.
Yeah, but the most. But what's negotiation? You negotiate for everything. The most.
Yeah, but he's not even worth 50. He has as many goals as Van Heck. Van Heck is their centre back.
Well, it depends on how they play. It depends on how they play, man. It depends on the system they play with.
You just said Isak is injury prone, which means I'm going to have to rely on my wingers to score goals. At least with Barcola, I know he can score 12 to 15 goals.
Will Smith is coming up. What was his name? Will
Wright. You don't even know his name.
Whatever, Will Wright, man.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, yeah, bro. Get Krupi Jr. You know, one player.
Just to double check, would you take Nunes back?
Me? Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
What kind of joke is that?
Okay. So you're not just
man, let's cut out the jokes, man. Please stop it.
So
take Nunes back. Did you see him playing for Uruguay? Did you see him? He's even worse. He's even worse now than when we had him. I honestly think somebody should convert him to a centre back, because the only thing he's good at is heading the ball in any direction. They should convert him to a centre back. I've seen it before. Dion Dublin was converted to a centre back and he did very well.
I can't believe you. Just
Believe
for the
me.
Minte stuff. You know, Albert, you have had many crazy opinions over the years. This is the one I'm just disappointed.
Most of them are right. How many of my crazy opinions have been wrong? When I told Hussam, let me go back and start cooking you. When I told you people to get rid of Slot, you were the very people who were insulting me. You called me a reactionary the day we lost to Manchester United at Anfield. When I said we should get rid of Slot on your program, you called me a reactionary. Go back and look at it. And I was looking at you. Listen, there are some things that you don't do. In the 10 years that Klopp was at Liverpool, he never lost to Manchester United at Anfield. You don't lose to Manchester United and allow Bigfoot to score a goal and imitate the Salah celebration. That was the day they should have sacked him. And sometimes I wish the Nottingham Forest owner is our owner. Sack you in a minute, man. What's that supposed to mean?
Brother, I don't disagree with anything you're saying except Minte. This is where I draw the line.
That's why I said I agree with you. I agree with you 98% of the time. Let's just take the 2%.
I would rather pay 116 million for Barcola than pay 70 for Minte. Because with Bradley Barcola, he comes in. Let's be objective about this. Other than Saka, who's better than him in the league?
Who?
Barcola.
Listen, Barcola is a very good player. I'm not defeating that. I'm just saying I'm not paying 150 million.
And I'm going to be conservative. He is minimum the second or third best winger in the league. So
yeah,
at least you improve your team massively.
So let's say we get Barcola. What do we do? What do we do with our prodigy?
Who's the prodigy?
Rio.
Bro, I told you guys, the club see Barcola as a right winger, man.
On the right? Or you are rather
I'll tell you what they will do. Let's say
Rio, or you are rather putting Rio on the right.
Rio, Barcola, and Isak. I think it will be like Isak will play. Barcola will play 15 minutes on the right, and then Rio will play 15 minutes on the
Okay,
right. Like
so
this.
Hussam,
It will
educate
be
me.
like rotational, you know.
Educate me. You are the ITK, so educate me. If we buy, can you guarantee me that if we buy Barcola, we are going to strengthen the DM position? Because for
I
me,
can't guarantee it.
that's the most important thing
Yeah,
to
but
me.
because here's the thing: if Curtis Jones and McAllister stay, we won't buy a midfielder, which I'm okay with if they both stay.
Yeah, but they can't play as halfbacks. They've shown us last season that they can't play.
Are you talking about centre back?
No, halfback is a 6. That's I'm
No, no, no.
old.
But here's the thing: Raiola will not tell Gravenberg to go forward like Slot did. So we will have Gravenberg from 2 seasons ago back. You know, just like the same way for Netherlands, just defensive, play DM, tackle people, stuff like this.
Whatever, man. I'm tired of your
Yeah.
club. You know that, right? I'm just
You
tired of
know,
your club.
based on World Cup hype, I'm surprised you didn't say we should sign Ulai.
No, I'm not going to say anything. No, well, he's not a Liverpool player. In fact, if you want to sign somebody, I'm going to ask you to go look for Noah Sadiki because I think he's very impressive.
Yeah, Sadiq is a good player. I agree with
Yeah,
it.
I take Sadiki. He's a very no more.
I named 2 midfielders from West, one from West Africa, one from North Africa that I liked. Ulai from Cote d'Ivoire and Mazza from Algeria. Both very
Yeah,
good players.
I like Maza. I like El Anoui. I think Boadi's price has gone up from 60 million euro to 100 million euro. So we are not getting him either. I don't want him, right?
Yeah.
Um, Then there's this guy. Forget about that Lamin Kamara guy, another fraud, right? The World Cup does too. You see, contrary to the fact that you always say, oh, don't buy players from World Cup tournament play. World Cup does two things. It bigs up players, but it also exposes a lot of players. That Lamin Kamara guy was supposed to be the next best thing to Italian grain bread. Look at what he did yesterday. Such a useless fucking player. And you have this guy in the Champions League, he just shits the bed. Shits the fucking bed and you lose. Look at what he did. So for me, my thing is, look, and also let's look at bringing some of our kids from the academy. Because without Klopp having the faith that he had in Trent, we would have had no Trent. Look at this other guy that we had. Didn't even visit the academy. What a bum. What an absolute bum. That guy, man. You people, all of you should be sending me flowers to my address. I'll put my address out soon. I told you people to sack Slot, and you were all insulting me. Unclubed, reactionary, after one defeat, this thing. By March, if you remember, when you were saying that you should sack Slot, remember I didn't comment. I was just laughing at you in my head.
Why?
Because I remember what you told me 3 months earlier. I can see these things, man. I'm a seer. I can see stuff. I told you guys to sack Slot. What a useless bum. He's now going to be the head he's now going to be the head of the Netherlands team. When Netherlands play Ghana, we'll play them in penalties and we'll beat them. Netherlands and Ghana have never won penalties in any competition. But when we play them, we'll beat them.
Do you think you're gonna beat Colombia, honestly?
Oh, we'll beat them. We will beat them
But why are you
clean.
like so certain though?
Dude, mark it anywhere. I told you England won't beat us. Then again, you told me, blah, 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 blah. You see, our team is much better than people give it credit for.
Why
Why
you
we
lost to
six?
Croatia?
It was an intentional loss. Didn't you see?
Why?
Why would we want to go to Vancouver? Why would we want to go to Toronto and play Portugal? Why we want to do that? You see, with tournaments, you need to manage it. If you watch the game, if you watch that game, you realize that we just were not willing to step it up. And against England, but for the referee, that thieving, skiving referee would have beaten England because we are good enough to beat England. In fact, we are better than them as a team. Our boys are strong. You see, the thing about the Ghanaian team is that the
The
boys
chat
are,
is not believing you. They're saying book your flight. Colombia will smoke Ghana.
that ain't happening. I'm telling you, it ain't happening. Our World Cup will end with Argentina. Mark it anyway. We will beat Colombia soundly. We will beat Switzerland soundly. Soundly, and I mean soundly. Just watch. Remember, I told you. In fact, we will actually stuff Colombia. Watch. They play just like us, and we are stronger than them. So it's not going to be a match in which we are putting the ball up in the air for people to who play it on the turf. Who play it on the turf like what we call in Ghana gutter to gutter. Street ball is what we are going to play. We'll beat them.
Okay. Let me know your prediction for this this game. You
Oh,
know, Albert,
yeah.
you didn't trigger me with anything other than Minte. Everything else you say is fair. Just the Minte. You need to just trust me and get Minte out your head. And we need to be
Okay,
the leaders
listen.
of the anti-Minte
Listen,
campaign. That guy sucks.
I get Minte out of my head as long as you people don't spend 190 million pounds buying a player who's going to break down in the next match. Right?
But I didn't spend that money, bro. That's
You
not
spent
me.
90 million pounds on a player with a bum Achilles. You spent
My
100
brother, I
and
don't even have 90,000 pounds. You're
you
telling me
spend 100. I mean,
you're saying
this is
you like
serious
it's
money,
me.
man. This is GDP level money we are talking about. You spent 125 million pounds on a fruitcake with a bad groin. A player, a striker who gets injured the night before we play Man U. Can you fucking imagine that? Can you imagine that?
I hear you. I hear you. Anyway, big up to you, Unc.
And then we go and leak the information to Talk Sport. Talk fucking sport, man.
Tell me your prediction for this
Oh,
game
this
before I
ends
let you go.
3-0. This ends 3-0, man. Austria. Go home quick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Thank you, Unc. Big up
All
to
right.
you. Thanks
Bye.
for coming on. Appreciate you, brother. Big up. You know, I love Unc, man. There's like nothing he said is wild outside outside the whole Minte stuff. You get me? That's the thing. Yeah, he told me earlier. Pap Gay said it. Being bitches and leaving the pitch. Let me ask all the okay, you know what? Let's ask Google. You can talk to your phone. Who is the current AFCON champions? Morocco are the current AFCON champions. They stripped Senegal of the title and awarding it to Morocco. Googled it. Let me ask you guys about your opinion. In your eyes, who is the current AFCON champion? In your eyes, chat. One word answer, Morocco or Senegal. Don't spam. I want to see where people's mind are. No, you can't give a safe ass answer. Football heritage, you bum. Everyone, one word answer: Morocco or Senegal? Who's the AFCON champion in your eyes? Senegal, of course. Morocco, Senegal, Morocco, Senegal. Haytham says Morocco. Fairs, most people are saying Senegal. I respect that. Please don't walk off the stream. Big up to Carzo who says Hussam for the pain and the patience. Listen, Unc, I love Unc. You know, people don't know this, but I was the first guy to put Uncle on YouTube. Bro, I don't care if he says his opinions crazily and stuff. I love his personality. I love his character. And Unc was there for me from a long time. I've known Unc for like 4 years almost. You know, Unc gets too excited sometimes. Nothing he says is wild outside the Minte stuff. That's the one guy we can never agree on. Anyone who wants Minte at Liverpool, you are my enemy. That's the true enemy of Liverpool right there. That's the true enemy of Liverpool right there. It's just the Minte stuff. Yamal. Rodre. Hey, Sean, maybe if France gets knocked out, we actually sign Barcola. You know, I'll be honest with you. I think both sides were wrong. Also, when are we going to get official confirmation if Brahim Diaz missed on purpose or not? Let's you know what? Let's ask Google. Did Diaz miss the penalty in the AFCON final on purpose? Despite wild conspiracy theories online, he was devastated by the miss and actively appealed for the penalty. Rodre. Wide. Yeah, I saw it, Habibi. Fairs. Crossed in. Cleared. Thank you, Carlzo, for the love and the harmony. Lol. How have you been, Habibi? Been a while, is what my guy Jojo is saying. Alhamdulillah, Jojo been good. Juggling life and live streams and world. Yes. Kukurala. Kukurala. Porro. Sabit. Horrible. Austria don't have the quality, boys. Let's just keep it a buck, man. They don't have a quality. Is it true that the last time Morocco won the AFCON, it was also via email? Baena. Oria Zabal. Baena. Blocked. Is it true that the other AFCON as well, Morocco didn't win on the pitch? Is that true? They won the AFCON by winning their group. What do you mean they won AFCON by winning their group? Can you elaborate? Please. Shot. Block. There were no knockouts. How many times has Senegal won AFCON? If we exclude the last one, how many times have we won it? Let's ask Google. How many AFCONs did Senegal win? Oh, Senegal have only won AFCON one time. Wait, so Morocco won it twice. One by email, one by group stage, and Senegal won one by penalties. Fair. Rodri. Rodre. Pedre. Gigze. Skoze. Nevze. Alaba. Sabitzer. Cross. Yes, it wasn't a joke, Fonze. Fonze, it wasn't a joke. Damn. So Morocco got two AFCONs, one by email and one by group stage. And Senegal got one AFCON by penalties. Fairs. Egypt really are the goats of the African continent, let's be honest. Albert, how many AFCONs does Ghana have? Excluding the black and white ones. Have you won AFCON since Abedi Pele? Albert, when I say Giddo, what does that remind you of? Yamal, Lamin, Olmo blocked. Guys, when's the last time Ghana won AFCON? When I say the word Giddo, what does that remind you of, Albert? Muhammad Nagi Giddo. Yes, we have won the West Asian Cup before. Without email. Does the name Geddo remind you of anything? 1982. Ankh. 1982. Fairs. Yeah, 2010. You were at the game, eh? Yeah, but remember, we won it without email. You were at the stadium. It was in Ghana, by the way. Bro, you cannot hate on them. They were just like inevitable, you know. Wait, so it was 0-0 in the 84th minute. Hmm.
جدو 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 عايز تهيأ فرح كبير ان شاء الله الفرحه تكتمل ادي محمد زيدان لكلمه السر المصري.
Damn. The moment that broke Uncle Albert heart. Ah. Love you, Unc. Love you, Unc. You know, at the time, عايز تهده جيب له جده. At the time, the Ghanaian national team was at the peak of their powers. Asamoah Gyan, Kwadwa Asamoah. They had a team, bro. Mensa. They had a team, bro. They had a team and a half, bro. It was unreal, bro. I can't lie to you, Red Lion. I love this question. The Egypt sides, the three-peat, I think 2008 was the best one. I think 2006 was the second best. And I think 2010 was the third one. For me, 2008, I have never seen like a more complete African team, bro. That team had zero weakness. It was absolutely complete. And they were not normal, that Egyptian team. For me, 2008 was the best one by far. 2008. 2008, Egypt was unreal. Bro, was that the one where they beat Cote d'Ivoire 4-1 in the semi-final? Let me check. Olmo, Cucurella, Baena, header, and Porro scores. Pedro Porro. It's a golazo. Let me look at the team for Egypt. عصام الحضري, Mahmoud فتح الله, المحمد, Ibrahim Saeed, he was an unreal center back as well. أحمد فتحي, حسني عبد ربه, محمد زيدان, عماد متعب, محمد شوقي, سيد معوض, أحمد شعبان, يا حبيبي, أحمد حسن, عمرو زكي, وائل جمعة, محمد أبو تريكة. ما شاء الله, what a team. Group stages, yeah? Watch this. Let me tell you about that team. Group stages, Egypt beat Cameroon 4-2. They then beat Sudan 3-0. They drew with Zambia 1-1. Let me tell you about knockout stages, yeah? Look how crazy that Egyptian team was. Let me tell you how crazy that was. Egypt beat Angola 2-1. They beat Ivory Coast 4-1. and they beat Cameroon in the final. And of course, who's the guy that scores the winner in the AFCON final? Mohamed Abu Trika. Of course. Who else? Yeah, Egypt in that era was insane. Meanwhile, Morocco had Marwan Shammagh. You get me? That, by the way, 2008 AFCON, Morocco wasn't even in it, if I'm not mistaken. Water break. Don't forget to stay hydrated. That 2008 team was insane, bro. That was an unbelievable team. That was an unbelievable team. That was unreal, bro. Would you guys say it's crazy if I said Abu Trika is the greatest African player of all time? Egypt 2008 best AFCON winners I watched. I agree with that, actually. I was at the time 13 years old, and that was for me the best African team I've ever seen. Would you consider it an insult if I say Abu Trika is the greatest African player ever? In the continent, he won African Champions League, by the way, with Al Ahli 100 times. They were the Real Madrid of thing. Some people say Eto'o, some people say George Weah. No, I disagree with you, Albert. I don't think the Egyptian team post 2014 has been good one time. I don't think so. Even when they got to the AFCON final that Senegal won, bro, these guys got there on penalties. Outside Morocco, of course, because Egypt always beat Morocco. Egypt have two teams in a headlock. Let me tell you, let me explain to you guys about AFCON. Let me tell you guys about AFCON. Because one thing about me is I'm a football historian. I know the sport. Let me tell you two teams that Egypt have in a headlock. Morocco, Cote d'Ivoire. Whether Egypt are good, mid, or shit, they will always beat these two teams. How, why, for what reason, I have no clue. I have no clue why. But for some reason, anytime these two play Egypt, they will lose every single time without fail. Who has Egypt in a headlock? Senegal. Senegal have Egypt in a headlock. Senegal have Egypt in a headlock. Isn't the team that always beats Senegal Nigeria, I swear? I have an unpopular opinion that you really won't like, Red Lion, but I'm going to be honest with you. Based on the story and the difficulty, I think Zambia is the best story. Zambia is the Leicester story of AFCON. Zambia, for me, was the Leicester story of AFCON. Didier Drogba missed a final penalty. Bro, for me, that Zambia one, unreal. I actually think the second best was probably Senegal because they were the most complete team. They were a complete team at the time. Prime Sadio Mane, Pape Gueye, Edu Mendy, Prime Koulibaly from Napoli. They had a team right there. I think Senegal was the best one. Algeria were favorites and won it. Senegal were favorites and won it. Ivory Coast. The Ivory Coast, the team that won it was decent as well. The Ivory Coast team that won it was decent. I think Morocco 2026 was a good side as well. Good side. If we consider Morocco the winner. I disagree with you. Albert, I'll be honest with you. If you did a combined 11 current Egypt versus Egypt from 20 years ago, literally only Mo gets in. No BS. The Nigeria AFCON came like a shock to everyone almost. They weren't meant to win that AFCON. They just weren't meant to win it. But they ended up winning it. Fair enough. No. Bro, Marmoush doesn't start ahead of Mohamed Zidane, ahead of Amr Zaki, Ahmad Mit'ab. Marmoush would be lucky to make the squad, bro. You know, I'll be honest with you. I think the biggest failures in international football history is the Cote d'Ivoire golden generation. On paper, they were better than everyone. People don't know about Tiene at left back, Didier Zokora, Drogba, Kolo, and Yaya Toure. They didn't even have a goalkeeping problem, bro. Bro, that Cote d'Ivoire team is the biggest failure ever. I'll be honest with you. Biggest failure by far. They lost an AFCON final on penalties. And the most embarrassing one was when they lost to Zambia 1-0. Didier Drogba missed a penalty in the 85th minute. Yeah, Salomon Kalou, bro, they had a complete team. And I mean complete team. Here's the thing. Let me tell you why I would say Ivory Coast are even bigger failures. Let me tell you why. On paper, France 2018 is still better than England, Belgium, and Portugal. And on paper, 2022 Argentina is better than all three teams. So on paper, I think it's okay for these teams to not win on paper. Ivory Coast was the best team on paper. Like, if we're just talking strictly on paper. Bro, do you want me to load up the AFCON squad? Do you want me to tell you the AFCON squad from Ivory Coast in 2006? You want me to tell you guys? Yeah, but Ghana always lose in the final anyway, so there's nothing new. Let me tell you the squads, yeah? I'm gonna tell you the squad from 2008 of Ivory Coast. Watch this. Goalkeeper Boubacar Bari, Arthur Boca, Kolo Toure, Didier Zokora, Emers Faye, Salomon Kalou, Aruna Kone, Gervinho, Drogba. Remember the Bolton defender Meite, Aruna Dindane, who used to play for Lons, Tiene, left back, Keita, Yaya Toure, Sanogo, Emmanuel Eboué. Bro, I'm sorry, that team on paper should have beat everyone. I'll be honest with you, Albert. No. Liverpool have won a lot of finals as well. Let me tell you something, Albert, yeah? If you feel bad, I can make you feel a lot better. I met someone who's a Ghanaian Dortmund Spurs fan. I don't think you can get worse than that combination. Like at least you've seen 2 league titles in the last 6 years. Yamal with the cross header. I don't think you will see a worse combination than the one I just mentioned. I'll be so honest. That is by far the worst combination. He's Ghanaian and he's a Spurs and Dortmund fan. Imagine. Like Albert has seen he's seen us win a Premier League, a Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. He's seen Liverpool win it all. So at least Liverpool are there for him when Ghana let him down. But that guy support Dortmund, Spurs, and Ghana. Imagine. Porro clears. Sabit, sir. I mean, chance, yes, there is a chance, but we're talking about percentages and possibilities here. Arnautovic, oh, great pass. Wide. Chukwuemeka is Austrian? I didn't even know that. Is that the Chelsea Chukwuemeka? That is him. Wait, he's Austrian? What the hell? That's a Nigerian name, though. Chukwuemeka was eligible to play for the national teams of Austria, France, England, and Nigeria. I knew it. Rodre. Ten minutes left, boys. Yeah, he had choices. Oh. Didn't I tell you Ferran Torres is the best shittest player I've ever seen? I'm gonna record this straight after the game. Insta and YouTube. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Link is in the pinned comment. Spurs doing a madness. Yeah, I agree, but I'm not worried about them. Sabitzer. Header! Ooh, almost. I can't lie to you, the Spain defense need to wake up in these next up-and-coming games. They can't play like this against Portugal. Yeah, Bazmuna Traore went Newcastle. I didn't even realize earlier. That's another transfer we should have hijacked. Where's LeBron James going? Yamal, Lamin, Ferran Torres. Goal kick. Where's LeBron gone? LeBron James. Cucurella. Yellow card to Posh. Bro, Nico Williams is injured. Who's this Jeremy Monga people keep talking about? I don't understand. Let me Google it. The Leicester kid. Guys, aren't Leicester in like League One? Sorry, I don't watch Leicester. Ferran Torres. Pedre. Rodre. Cucurella. Pedre. Moreno. Rodre. Moreno. Kubarse. Rodre. Moreno. Kubarse. Rodre. Oria Zabal. Yamal's cleared off the line. Aren't Leicester's rivals Nottingham Forest? I spoke to Edward Ali. He told me there's been a lot of deliveries over the World Cup thing. So you're gonna have to be a bit patient, brother. Yamal has been invisible. Maybe if he played Turkey, he would have scored a couple of goals. I'm just joking. TK, just joking. Aren't Nottingham Forest their biggest rival, though? Leicester and Nottingham Forest are the biggest rivals, no? I hate that it's true. Sorry. 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 Played him behind. Back to the goalkeeper. Schlager. Cleared. Arnautovic. Played him behind. Porro. Oh, the Austrian defense are so bad, man. For me, right back, winger, backup striker, midfielder, center back. That's actually a decent cross by the tall guy. Check snap. This is mad. Let's check. Wow. Some players were ordering fast food. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fairs. Oh! Oria Zabal scores and it's 3-0. Unk actually got the prediction right. 3-0 Spain. Anyway, back to the original message. Football heritage. Book this. Austria will shock the world and knock out Spain. Don't need to hide, bro. Spain are out today. 3-0. Unos, dos, tres. Tres. Yeah, hold that, buddy. Spain are out today. Oh, he's miles on side there. Miles on side there. Game over. What a pass by Cucurella, to be fair. Great finish by Oria Zabal as well. Penelope celebrating. I still don't know who she is. You do know these things. Except Mente. Who is she? Is she also an actress? Oria Zabal record for Spain is insanity. Ref, no need to give extra time. Just end the game, blood. Danzo. 6 minutes for what, man? 6 minutes for what? 6 minutes for what, akhi? I feel like this extra time thing, they just do it to trigger us almost. Remember yesterday, 10 minutes in the Bosnia game? Wait, you haven't won a knockout game since 2010? There's no way that's a real stat. Sabitzer. Cleared. 2014, they got grouped by Netherlands, Australia, and a third team I forgot. Crossed in, saved. 2018, they didn't get grouped in Russia. They and Portugal went through, bro. It was Portugal, Spain, Iran, and Morocco. So they went through. 2022 in Qatar. They weren't even in Qatar, right? Yeah, it's going to be Spain, Portugal. Croatia going out tonight. Laporte coming off. Wasn't that when Iago Aspas and Ramos missed the pens? Yeah. Croatia, the Croatian generations are done. Like, with all due respect, they need to find new generation. By the way, Red Line knows this. This will apply to Senegal as well. They need to find the new gen. Then Diaye, then Baez, these guys, they need to take over now. Khalas, the generation of Mane, Koulibaly, blah, 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 is done for me. Yeah. That generation for Croatia is finished already. That generation is finished. شجعت النمسا ضد الأردن كمان. Fabian Ruiz played in behind. Oh my god, they're getting opened up here. Ferran Torres. Yeah. Charity Legends team. Yeah, exactly. Modric and stuff. Bro, come on, man. Bring back Dejan Lovren and Vida. Might as well. Let me check the team that's expected to play in Croatia versus Portugal. Livakovic, still there. Stanisic. Modric. Kovacic. Perisic is still playing. Vlasic, ain't he old as hell as well? Okay, he's not old as hell. He's 28. Budimir is 34 as well. My god. Yeah. They need a new gen. Even when Ghana got dunked on. Spain haven't conceded a goal yet. Neither have Mexico. By the way, just so you guys know. 2 teams without a single goal conceded. Yeah, they need a new generation, man. Croatia can't be relying on the Modrics of the world still. Come on, like, let's be honest. Austria on the attack. Guys, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Go follow me on Instagram as well. The link is in the pinned comment. Jenny, don't forget timestamps, please. Full-time whistle blows. Scoreline 3-0 Spain. Well-deserved win. I'll see you guys back for Portugal versus Croatia, inshallah. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, Habibis.